Okay, let's keep trucking, I guess. Right? Right. So we are basically, let me see. Yes, we are basically down in Red Rock. We have done the whole cave thing. Now there are the critters, and here's the waterway. Everything is good. So let's just do the thing that we always do, shall we? Maybe we're gonna find something interesting along the way. That's always nice when that happens. Let's get all this. Let's kill the glow-white cultist. And I'm just gonna collect all the nonsense around here. Rest up after being murdered by a... not murdered, but almost murdered by a young ivory. Like a few minutes rest, you know, that's always enough when your legs are just pierced. Blood's everywhere. Everything's awful. You know, just give it a little rest and then you're good. Then you're alright. The video game abstractions, you know, always fantastic. In that way, Caves of Qud is actually pretty lenient. It's kind of interesting. So it does have a few like survival elements, but when I first started out playing this game, I thought it was actually more. So there are lots of like simulation-y elements here, but the game is actually not extremely hardcore in that way. Not like something like Unreal World or stuff like that, you know. Because yeah. The game really works more like a classic roguelike. That way. Which I'm pretty fine with, actually. That's not a criticism. This is just, yeah, well, the way this game works. Because I do like playing classic roguelikes, so make no mistakes here. I just don't know what the closest touchstones to this game would actually be. I'm frozen solid. Oh, well, that's not great. Please stop being frozen. Thank you. Maybe Adom, actually? Like, out of the classic roguelikes? You can't really... This game isn't really a band, and it's also not a... not really a hack, you know? It's kind of different, but... I mean, this kind of categorization has stopped being really applicable for a while now, but, you know, as someone who sort of grew up with classic roguelikes, that is still sort of ingrained in my brain. Weirdly enough, the roguelikes I've played I've not actually ever played a lot of NetHack. I played a bunch of NetHack. So, weirdly enough, at the beginning of my studies, I had a little netbook. Remember netbooks? That was before tablets became a thing. Those were basically weak little computers. And, in downtime, so I spent a lot of time at the university that wasn't in classes, because, it didn't really make sense to go home, to take the trip home. So I just stayed there for like hours, and I would either learn, or if I wasn't feeling like, you know, studying and learning stuff. Oh, learn is the wrong word. Like studying, basically. I played NetHack, actually. So during that period of my life, I actually played a bunch of NetHack. But then never really went into the game so much that I could say that I was in any way, I don't know, you know, proficient at the game or anything. I just played it a bunch. And it was kind of fun. Might actually try to get back into this at some point. But, yeah, you know. For now, this game right here is my roguelike. The weird artifact explodes. That was probably a grenade. That didn't really work out for this guy that threw it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not actually sure, like, where this Let's Play is gonna go. Like, how long I'm gonna play Caves of Qud and so on. I have not yet exhausted my enthusiasm for this game. So, I can play a lot more of this, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if you can actually finish the game. Like, if there's actually a win state right now. There's a Killipede. Whoa, there's a bunch of shit here. Slug Snout and another Killipede. Jeez! Those were like higher tier enemies than I was expecting. So way back when I started playing Caves of Qud, there was no like possible win state. I think the game just fizzled out at some point. Like there wasn't really the sort of quest line just stopped at some point. So I don't even know. I never really got remotely as far as that, so not really any sense in in ruminating about that. But I think the game, like, at least this Steam version, I mean, it's still in very active production. There was actually a patch recently. I haven't really looked at the patch notes, so some things might be different. I don't know what those are, but there was an update again, and they are really putting in work on this game. So it's really kind of nice to see. They're really committed to doing stuff to this game, which is great. Sometimes they can throw you a little curveball. For example, when they introduced the fungus biomes and so on, that was kind of, whew! Now you got a whole big new thing that you have to worry about. But, I mean, that's cool, I guess. You want more stuff. Otherwise you just have, like, the same thing over and over again, and you kinda don't want that. But, yeah. It could be that I'm going to, like, when I don't know, after 100 episodes or something, that I end the season, in a way. That would be a possibility. Jeez, I got hurt pretty bad here. I think I can make it. I'm getting shot at, though, which isn't good. Oh, there's another crab thingy. A crab thingy? Could you be a crab thingy somewhere else? Like in the afterlife, for example? That's good. It's good. It was very obliging in that way. Let's collect all this shit. There's a seed-spitting vine somewhere. But someone seems to have killed or destroyed. Can you kill a seed-spitting vine? I don't know. So yeah, I don't really know. Or maybe I can actually at some point finish the game, I don't know. But seems to be depending on how good I get, I guess. How much I learn. But learning this game has been really a lot of fun. So I'm not yet finished with this. Oh yeah, there we go. That is the miner's helmet. Ha! Now we got the pickup. So, we're gonna get the miner's helmet. That will cost us, unfortunately, a 1 dodge value. Which is, well, I mean, which is maybe a bit of a bummer, but I'm going to take the second thing over that. So yeah, the dual wielding. I'm going to take dual wielding over the 1 dodge value. We're gonna get that back anyways, so it's okay. And we're gonna keep. Well, I guess we're gonna keep this miner's helmet until we can find something else, like a floating glow sphere, for example. That was really a chunk of good luck of luck last time. So we had like the cave with the things in it, with the books that were worth a lot, and we had so many beaded bracelets and so on that we could basically just pay for the floating glow sphere, and there was obviously a caravan spawned that had a floating glow sphere. So usually those things are pretty hard to find. I had like 5 or 6 runs in total where I even found one. So sometimes weird stuff happens, and you even find a floating glow sphere, like the Dromant merchant in Joppa sells it or something. Sometimes you get nonsense like that, but that's pretty rare. Jesus. Oh yeah, there's a boss. A Snapjaw boss. Reload the revolver. I'll actually shoot this guy a bunch. Injured, badly wounded. Okay, dead. Yeah, reputation with Joppa. That's not. With unshelled reptiles. Interesting. Unshelled reptiles would be like crocodiles and something, like, right? That would make sense. Oh, I think crocodiles, like the crocs, were actually... They were actually their own faction, I think. I'm not sure. Or maybe they changed that. That could also be the case. So we have 498 skill points, which is insane. The next level we're gonna get the next agility point, so that's good. So then we can get Rejoinder, which is fantastic. So we're gonna get another 110. So we are then at about 600. So what I could actually do here is I could actually get dual wield now. Yes. And now we have 198, and we should get enough skill point with the next level up to get Rejoinder. Man, planning! Also, I could just be a Dimrod right now, and this actually does not work out, but I think it does. I think the math in my head was not wrong. So, yeah. And getting the dual wield thing now, that's pretty alright. And yeah, then we're gonna be equipped. We're gonna be super equipped for fighting garbage. Where does the river ends? Somewhere around here, I guess. Worm jerky and a bloody chest with a salve injector. Good. This is actually our first salve injector. We're gonna get a few more from the quest, from the Red Rock quest. Oh no, there's one more screen actually. But oh, another salve injector. Good. You basically want all the salve injectors that you can get. And these things are super important. These are lifesavers in sticky situations. So, basically, never want to be without one. Or at least that's the experience I've made. Maybe you can actually. So yeah, at some point I actually would like to play a mutant with regeneration again. That could be fun. Because, yeah. That's a fun skill to have. And you can actually also regrow limbs and so on that have been hacked off. I think this actually includes Glottrot. So if you have a regeneration mutation, you can grow back your tongue if it's rotted out. I think I've read that somewhere. So let's get this. Let's get Rejoinder. There we go. Boom, and now we are suddenly much stronger. So we're gonna put Flurry on this, we're gonna get Rebuke Robot on this. Someone in the comments, I think it was Igor, said that Rebuke Robot actually lets you get androids and robots on your side, which would be cool. That is basically... That's, by the way, an ability that you get from being Truekin. So that's one of the unique Truekin abilities. And we're gonna put sprint and stop sprinting on there. Whoop-de-doo. And I think now we're actually kind of in a good spot with attacking and so on. I mean, our dodge value could be higher. That's the one thing. But other than that, I think we can do some serious damage here. And we might actually be ready to take on the Equimaxes. So I'm probably going to do another round in the plains up ahead. Not up ahead, around the entrance of Red Rock. And, you know, after we're done with all this nonsense down here. I don't know which order I'm gonna do things in. Maybe I'm gonna do the underground thing first, actually. And then the rest. I don't know. Okay, so. Yep, and now things are dropping left and right. Man, Rejoinder is so good. As I said, they have kind of nerfed this build a little with nerfing Shank. But it's still so good. It's so fantastic. Also, this is a game I don't feel bad in, you know, using the good build, you know. Sometimes people tend to get kind of snobbish about stuff like that. They're like, you're playing Dark Souls and you're playing the Pyromancer? Well, you are a fucking baby. And you know, fuck you. Play the game however you want. However you have fun with it. So, I'm playing a Rejoinder character and I'm enjoying it. Take that. I guess. I'm totally strawmanning here, by the way, because nobody has actually ever expressed that sentiment to me yet. But that's just generally a gamer thing, I guess. Okay, have we searched this? Yes, we have. Let's go south again, and I think this might be the end of the river. There was actually another way up, like one north, interestingly enough. So, yep, this is, yeah, the river fizzles out over here, and we can beaded bracelet, good. Gonna take all those again. Just in case we might find a thing, you know, a floating glow sphere somewhere around. Could be the case. I think there was a chest somewhere that I did not open. Was it? Maybe that one? Don't know. I can't quite remember which one I saw. It was maybe this one. Another self-injector. Hey, that's good. That's good. I never found that many self-injectors in Red Rock. That's weird. Or like in the underground. Beneath Joppa, at least. How many do we have? Take a look. 4 already. I think we get 4 more from the quest. Plus that one Uber Nostrum injector, which is basically a self-injector with some extra stuff. I think the Uber Nostrum injector works like a self-injector, but also cures diseases. Or not diseases, but something. I'm not really sure. So we definitely want to hold on to that, I guess. Because, yeah, maybe there will. I think it was not diseases, actually. Oh, there's a Scorpiok. And another Gershling. There's a bunch of Gershlings here. Weirdly enough, what are they doing here? I think Gershlings will often spawn. Oh, are you? Oh, it's a boss Gershling. Jesus, I didn't even notice that. I'm a dumbass. But what do we have here? We have a scarlet shawl, a vineweave tunic, which is basically like a woven tunic. Anything that it does. I think I'm just gonna get one of those and gonna use it. Just because it's cool. It's cooler than like your standard old woven tunic. So that's that. And it's even bloody. Ew. I'm gonna take that with me, the other one. Just gonna sell it. We're almost back in Joppa. Ah, I got stuck here. No, no! And I died. What the fuck was I doing? See? That's what happens when you are You're not paying attention. Fuck me. Alright. So there's that. This is 20 minutes. I think I'm going to end the video, yeah? And that was terrible. God, Jesus Christ. Yeah. This is not good. Yeah, whatever. I think next character, or in the next video, I'm going to try to sort of make sense of like mental mutation stuff and so on. And we're gonna see how that works. And after that, I guess I'm gonna go back to this character, because I again want to do a good run with all the stuff that I've learned and so on. Stuff that I've learned includes having folded carbide and being level 21, 22 is not enough for the thing that we died in, because that troll just murdered us, and also we weren't even really doing damage against these guys. It was barely enough to penetrate their armor. So you kind of need better stuff for this. So we were not ready for that, and we probably died deservedly. And I also died deservedly right now. And yeah, and all this kind of stuff, you know. It's kind of cool to know what is where, like the things that you need to go to, what you need for that. And I think I now know a lot about sort of Golgotha. Like, it pays to be at least level 20, and we should take a bunch of sower seeds with us, just so that we can like just blow away all that sludge, I guess, so that we won't get terrible diseases. Like all this stuff, I was just kind of lucky the last time, I guess. And then there's... What was it? Man, this death was so bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, and just roaming through the jungle, killing the goat folk, just staying clear of the bosses, at least initially. Later on, when you are about 20, level 20, then you can take on the bosses. You know, all this stuff. Killing the Aquamaxes. Like, once you're ready to farm them, just do so. Farm them a lot. There's a lot of good things. There's also just tons of stuff that I don't yet know. What I also kind of want to... I'm not going to play this character, I'm just going to... So that I can open the map. So, of course, what I've never done before is just exploring these areas. Like going... Or maybe even going around here and so on. There doesn't seem to be... So this stuff here is all jungle. I think these are just normal jungle things. This is, of course, the thing to go to. There's something here, actually. This tile looks different. This is not a normal jungle tile. I don't know what that is. But, you know, just explore all this stuff. There's tons of stuff here. There are probably more settlements around. There's this and there's this. Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff to explore. And yeah, I kind of want to find another settlement. I mean, there's Joppa. We have the Barathumite Enclave here, that you can only get to once you have done Golgotha, at least. There's something here. I wonder what that is. Can I remove that? Yeah. And there's obviously all this stuff, which I have never really taken a look at. I think I've never really disabled this. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff over here. I think this is sort of a super hard thing. I think you can get incredible stuff here, but I remember that there's some area in Qud that is just super crazy hard, but really lucrative, so that might be that, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Well, so far so good, I guess. That's for the next runs. The immediate next run is going to be... I'm not going to save, no. Is going to be me trying to figure out a sort of mental character, which doesn't sound right. A character with mental abilities, which would be mutated, willpower, ego build, I guess. Which could be kind of cool, because high ego means good prices. Maybe we can do some cool shit with that. But I have literally never played that before, so yeah, we're gonna see. Thanks for watching, and see you again Next time, I hope. Still sorry.